Hello, guys. In some sad news, Gary Gensler, in one last spiteful act, is set to reject a couple of Solana ETFs. That means we will not be getting them before next year or before the end of January, and it's probably going to take a couple of months more. But it's not only the Solana ETFs that he's not going to be accepting. The outgoing regime has reportedly said they're not accepting any other crypto ETFs. Now, unfortunately for Solana, because Van Eck did actually file them first a couple of months before, I think the deadline is coming up right before the regime goes out. So they're probably going to get that deadline and reject the Solana ETF just before they go out. However, only 2 of the 5 Solana ETFs should get rejected, and they can actually reapply. The other 3, they might not have a deadline before Gary Gensler goes out, and they'll be left for the upcoming administration, which hopefully has better signals for Solana and the rest of the ETFs. So, despite the last few months and significant developments in the cryptocurrency space, especially regarding Solana and its potential ETF, there were key announcements like the Solana ETP in Canada and the launch of a $60 million Solana startup fund, followed by Van Eck's filing for a Solana ETF. That's very good. The filing has sparked interest as Van Eck sees Solana as a competitor to Ethereum, praising its scalability, speed, and low costs, which we all like, factors that make it ideal for payments, trading, gaming, and decentralized finance. However, in a latest development, Fox Business journalist Eleanor Tennant shared on X that she has confirmed the SEC has informed at least 2 of the 5 prospective issuers that it will reject their 19B4 filings for the Solana spot ETFs. Sources suggest that the SEC is unlikely to approve any crypto ETFs under the current administration. So basically, the current administration outgoes January 20th, and then hopefully the other 3 out of the 5 will actually be accepted by the incoming administration. Some people have said they're only rejecting 2 out of the 5. Might they accept the other 3 at the same time? But obviously, ETF researchers don't agree with that, and they remind us, all 11 Bitcoin ETFs did launch at the same time. So it's pretty much impossible for the SEC to reject 2 of them and then accept 3 of them at the same time. But because they weren't filed at the same time, they have different expiration dates. The Solana ETF was filed way like middle of this year, or like even start of this year, I think like in April or May. And so their time is actually coming at the end of this year or beginning of next year. So Gary Gensler has to make a determination on that. And of course, because Gary Gensler has steadfastly maintained that everything is a security, he cannot just give it up at the last moment like he should and let them pass. Instead, he will actually reject all of them. So that speculation that one Solana ETF could be approved while everything else gets rejected is bunk. In fact, James Seifert said it is very unlikely that they will accept any ETF. So those of you hoping for a Cardano or XRP ETF to get approved early will also be disappointed. So Gary Gensler, in addition to amended Binance complaint, is going out with spite, and he's going down fighting, but he will eventually lose his fight. I do think we're going to get Solana ETFs after the new administration comes in next year. But a little bit of bad news. Nothing to worry about for Solana, because I'm pretty sure they'll get an ETF like next year, because they still have a bunch of other filings that are not coming up to be due until the next administration comes in. And I think if it's like Paul Atkins or anyone else, I think they have a much higher chance of getting in than under Gary Gensler right now. So that's the news for today. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe, hit that bell notifications button. Thank you, and have a nice day.